Hey, what's up again, everybody? Robert, 184, One Japan, and I'm here
with Foz.
And for those of you that watched the very first video, the introduction video, Foz and I were standing here. Foz, do you want to remind everybody what this is?
This is the Bombay statue from the train Monopoly game Momotetsu.
That's right. And basically, if you're going to play this game, you're going to race around the country. And you know what? And when you're racing around the country, you want to get as much as you can. Businesses, experiences, and food. And I just took that idea and I just took it to its logical or highly illogical conclusion.
And
ridiculous extension of doing it for real. And I can't believe it, man, but real life Momotetsu is finished. So 46 prefectures everywhere but Okinawa. People say, well, can you do, you didn't do the whole country. Well, I say you can't go there by train. Right? So if they build a bridge, I'm on it in a heartbeat. You know that. So I went around the country. I got to see lots of sights, and even better, I think the food was probably one of the best parts of the whole trip for me.
Yeah, you got to eat a different thing every day.
It did, and you know what? I was worried a little bit at the beginning too whether it would get repetitive. Because, Shikoku is known for its udon.
Right.
So I worried that if I went to too many prefectures in Shikoku, they'd say, get the udon, get the udon. And you know what? I think only twice I was told gyoza. And outside of that, it was hardly any repeats, which meant everything was new.
That's really cool.
And exciting. And not to mention delicious.
Did you gain any weight?
I did. I did. You know what? Some of these days I'm eating 3-4 times. And you know what? I could have just not finished my plate. In hindsight, that would have been, I gained a few kilos for sure.
Which is surprising, despite how much you said you were running around.
It's true, yes, you know what, and that's something you don't see a lot of in the videos. But there were times, I'd get off the train and I'd have, let's say 78 minutes in a city. And you know what, sometimes I was running from place to place. And so that kind of thing, you'd think that would burn off a few of the calories, but no. So we've just stepped outside here at Sasebo Station, talking about food.
Rob, what did it cost you to eat? Well, because you were eating out every single meal. What did that cost you?
Actually, you know what? That was one of the cool parts about this is, you might worry that if you're being sent somewhere by somebody who's got a vested interest, maybe it's their cousin's bakery, you know what I mean. I just figured, you could have, I think every single meal except for two, Kyoto and in Kumamoto, where I had the horse, was under 1,000 yen. So that means no matter where you go, people here take great pride in their local food, and they're going to sell it to you at a very reasonable price. And I was at one place in Utsunomiya, and I had gyoza there, and I had to say to the guy, the whole meal cost like 600 yen. And I had 3 sets of gyoza, and it was fantastic. And I told the guy, you could charge so much more, and he's just like, I don't want to. I just want to make people happy with the product. And it was like that kind of thing. It's touching in a way. And I have to say that I was very impressed with just how proud everybody was of their own food and to try it. And I think something else that doesn't come across all the time in the videos is the chatting with the people. If I pull out my camera and I put it in their face, then they cease being chatty, right? And so, I never wanted to do that. And the whole idea was, though, is that sometimes even if the food was just okay, the experience of chatting with the old people or the young people or the young servers, it didn't matter. Everybody I chatted with just was excited about what I was doing. They were excited to show off their food, and they were excited to just be a part of this, and so was I.
So everyone was really friendly?
Everywhere. I think I had probably, 1 or 2, of all the tourist bureaus I went to, I'd say that 2 or 3 people were only so-so. And everybody else was great or awesome.
And you can see that in the videos with all the people saying, welcome to wherever.
Yeah, and that was something I asked them to say, but you know what? You ask them to say it and they're they love it. They are not that they love it, but they were more than happy to do it because you know what? Everywhere you go here, people have pride in where they're from. And the fact that you are excited to experience where they're from just makes them really open up, and and I think that mirrors a lot of things that you've seen in your travels around here too.
Yeah, I'd say.
So we're back inside the train station, which is fitting as we're talking about
trains. How were the trains?
You know what? I've got to say, just in my last day, if you saw my video, I had one train that was 2 hours late. And outside of that, you know what? Everything that I did here, when you say that you have 77 minutes in a city, the reason you can say that is because A, the train arrived on time, and you know that the next train is going to depart on time. And you're going to have friendly people in the station. It's like they tell you this platform this time, don't make your seats over here. I don't think you could do this anywhere else.
Not really, no.
I mean, I haven't been around enough around the world to see just what trains are like there, but you know what? Because of the trains, that's why I wanted to do this, and because the trains work out so well, you get to go everywhere, and because you get to go everywhere, you get to enjoy everything. So it all starts with the trains. There may be a few people that say, oh, there were too many train videos, but I think the more you're here, the more you come to appreciate them as just a part of daily life.
Absolutely.
And just, you know, without that backbone running through the country, work doesn't get done. And everybody who's here who's working late, you know, they all get home safely on a train that runs on time. And, you know, for travelers, it's even better because of the tools that they have available.
The posted train times aren't suggestions, those are exact numbers.
And you can build your whole trip around it, as I've just been able to do.
Yeah. So Rob, お疲れ様. You are the densha o.
You know what? And you know, it was just a lot of fun doing it. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm hoping that this kind of thing, people are going to go out there and they are going to want to come to Japan. Not just because of these videos. I mean, you're going to come because you've already got a built-in interest, but maybe this will just push people a little further in there on their ways, and to show them that there's so many things you can experience. And I didn't even see always the best parts. I just saw what I could see with the friendly staff from the information center, and you know what? I still had a great time.
And yeah, you did the best you did in the time you had.
And if you plan it properly, if there's certain things you want to do, you would come here and have a great time. So I was inspired to do this, and I hope that a few other people are going to go out and try that as well. And I have to say a big thank you. You know, it was lots of fun. At the beginning, I ran the first half of the country going to places where I didn't know people. The second half, I think I went to eight prefectures where I knew somebody, so it was great. And I want to say a big thanks to all the people that I stopped in to see, all the people at home supporting, the people that I've been, you know, just in contact with during the course of the trip, and of course the people who have been watching the videos and commenting and participating that way. You know, it's all appreciated. But Foz, I do have to say one final thing, and you'll probably laugh when I say this.
What's that?
But I know what One Piece is.
Really?
I do.
What?
I'm not going to tell you, man. Just, you got to go find it yourself.
Okay.
Anyway, everybody, One Japan doesn't continue, but it's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun on the ride, and I hope you've had fun riding along as well. Foz, thanks for all your help.
No problem.
Anyway, everybody, see you out there. It's perfect. Kanpai!